Kofi's great. I love Kofi.
We just don't get him out to stuff.
No, he doesn't.
So Kofi has always had the reputation of being that player that's just about to make the big upset of a tournament.
Yes.
And then he doesn't. And then he does adequately.
And then he does.
And then, like, we know he's above adequate, but the people don't know. So who knows? Maybe
I know the
tonight,
phrase is Shalom, ML. They're making a Michael Jackson joke. Jeez. Get with the program. Anyway, yeah, you're right. So here we go. Winners finals here at the Forge. Liquid the Buzz going up against Kofi.
All right, so this is going to be a long one. Kofi's not going to want to approach, and Olimar's not exactly that easy to get into the combos.
No.
On top of that, Dabuz has to pick and choose his battles on how he's going to zone or approach in on Kofi. Both of these guys very good at making those tough decisions, so I expect each of these matches to get drawn out, even if it ends up being a 3-0 one way or the other.
Right. And again, it's just going to be how well Kofi can capitalize on the certain instances. You know, he can get in on Dabuz, but it does not matter. With Olimar, the damage comes frequently and quickly. And as you can see right there, Dabuz wasting no time taking that first stock.
Yo, did you see how that purple pigment did not interact with back air?
Yeah, that was so strange.
He's spinning. He did the thing. Either way, with a little bit of a lead that he has, Dabuz has not really had a chance to breathe. Like, Kofi really hunting down, trying to even up the stock count quickly.
Yeah, like I said this earlier on stream, that was an interesting attempt with the Firebird right there, but you have such little time like to adapt on the fly to Olimar because the damage just racks up so quickly. So I feel like Kofi's probably trying to push the buck a little bit more than he would otherwise because, you know, you never really know how much time you're going to have. There we go.
Beautiful play. All
So
right.
good, man.
And with not that much damage built up on
The best kept secret on Long Island.
It's a good way to put it. Although I feel like our secrets are starting to get out. People are starting to pay attention, treat us like with the rest of Tri-State. We're no longer like the hidden child.
I'm still stuck on the LIE though, just saying.
Some say I'm still in traffic. I'll get
go.
to the Forge eventually.
Ooh, nice use of the forward air right there from Kofi. Able to beat out the whistle armor from Dabuz.
Yeah, I don't really see too many instances of the whistle armor really coming in like super clutch here. Just a matter of like Dabuz breaking through out of the cutscene.
Ooh. There we go. Great stuff there from Dabuz. Just keeping that there hitbox right there where Kofi was going to be. I guess Kofi was trying to avoid using his Firefox, just capitalizing on Falco's big jumps, but did not matter in the end.
Yeah, Dabuz getting a little bit bold with his edge guards, definitely forcing this to be a bit quicker than anticipated, but a pleasant surprise, because seeing Dabuz go for more of the risky options with his generally accepted campier character really goes to show how like Olimar's still a character that can flex his position in battle.
Absolutely. Now Kofi, he's going to have to make something happen. But right now, that parry is just not in a good position to get any sort of a follow-up out of it, and Dabuz having the goon lineup out right now, 2 purples and a red.
Yeah, we're approaching kill squad. Like, 2 purples already plenty deathly, but if we can rotate a blue in there, then Kofi's really on.
Yeah, then Brick Squad's on deck, and that's not going to be fun for anybody.
Not at all. Dabuz big chilling because he's managed to lap Kofi a percentage. Meanwhile, still got a stock of his own to sit on. He's got a lot of time on the clock if he wants to play it.
Yeah, and these purples still hanging around for Dabuz. They've almost bloomed into full flowers.
One of them has already blossomed. The other one got a hard life, but it managed to do so.
There you go. It's grown.
Quickly evicted from the town. Oh, that was a very unfortunate phantom footstool. It's going to end up leading to Dabuz positioning himself to take game 1.
I'm going to see that dead stare of the Pikmin looking me in the eyes when it on the zoom-in screen for like the rest of my life. By the way, I saw someone mention it in the chat. Wishes does have a curfew because he's 17, but he actually got a ride here, so I think we're going to be square as boom.
Look at that face. That pig was like, I'm here. I earned that.
Chloe, are you really commentating in the chat right now? We see you. Say it out loud that you like.
Literally like looking.
She's literally not going to be able to hear me, so. Yeah, Justin got a ride from his dad today, so we're square. Anyway, good stuff there from Dabuz.
Sticking on the Falco makes sense. I don't really see Kofi switching off of Falco. He could switch into a plethora of characters. Do not hesitate to.
Yeah, I
think
actually
so.
did not know if he played other characters or not. So.
The joke used to be that he was our resident, like, random and spacey. Like, spacies, like just the category, and then other. So, like, for instance, we've most recently seen a lot of his Game & Watch. I know his Ken is well practiced. His Falcon isn't too shabby. He likes his Fox, but I don't like his Fox, so that could stay on the bench.
Ooh, okay, so the Buzz going way out there. And despite how cool that Firefox looks when it gets all the hits on you, was not worth it there. And Kofi going to meet an early demise in this game, too.
He really can't afford to go for silly options like that. Though, I feel like the little bits of damage he managed to put on, at least, like, put him at a sense of ease where, like, he didn't just, like, flop super early.
Yeah, I'm sure that does a lot for your psyche if you're at least able to, like, you know, get some tertiary damage out of it. Ooh, okay.
Good armor call.
There we go. That was a little bit dangerous. You never really want to jump parallel over the stage like that, especially with Falco's big jumps. You might overshoot your mark. So definitely look to see if that becomes a factor later, if the Buzz, you know, maybe starts to sniff that out. Because you don't want to exploit too many, like, bad habits against a player of the Buzz's ilk. Like, you know, it's very, very dangerous.
Just a couple of shots, but it's the reflector that manages to get things done. All right.
There you go. Nice shot, but 83% on the docket right now, so let's see what the response is from Kofi. Because this is easily make-upable, you know, as Bao has put it, you know, getting stuck in the Falco cinematic universe.
One cutscene away from tying things up. Always, always, always. Some cutscenes are just longer than others.
Yeah. There you go. Kofi continuing to chase right now. The Buzz is going to find respite on the platforms, but still finds himself in disadvantage.
You know, to the note of, like, the cutscene, as it were, Dabuz has done a really good job of avoiding it. Unfortunately, his mispositioning and trying to avoid the cutscene ended up funneling him in a way that Kofi was just able to continue to 50-50.
He was focusing too much on the cutscenes. He missed an important text.
It's definitely like when you're playing Ocarina of Time and Gabora is trying to tell you things, and then repeat is the top option, so you mash into repeating. That's what Kofi's forcing you to do.
It's funny
Buzz has had enough.
It's funny because they're both birds.
They are.
Up throw will get the job done. So, you know what I said about Kofi being down could also be said on the other hand about the Buzz, because Olimar racks up damage as quickly as the other, you know, as any other character in the game can. As you can see right there, that tertiary damage, and that Pikmin was latched ever so perfectly on the top of Kofi's head.
He was big chilling. No move that he could use was getting rid of the Pikmin fast enough. And I feel like that's one thing that's not really appreciated from any Olimar player, really, is like positioning where your Pikmin are when they get latched on isn't something that you have total control over. So like knowing when to capitalize is like a big deal.
Ooh, okay,
what a call out.
Yeah, there you go. Gonna get him again with the back air. That could have been really rough if that purple Pikmin landed its mark.
All right, very traditional lineup right now, but the blue is what really matters. Unfortunately, brought to an early grave, and Kofi on route for trying to end this. Only yellow in so Dabuz is moving along. Unfortunately, Kofi not able to do much with that. All right.
Yeah, Dabuz is going to recover to the other side of the stage, knowing that Kofi's probably going to sniff out a down air right there.
Oh.
But the tail feather. A crack in the helmet, and Kofi's going to win game 2.
All right.
Now, Kofi was definitely, you know, kind of downplaying the fact that he made it this far before we got on. But, hey, he had to beat a lot of good people to get here, man. He's so good at this game, as you can see right here. Again, Dabuz just
Swash.
running forward.
He literally sliced through the whole thing.
Yeah, the tail feather, baby. So good stuff there from Kofi's. We're going into a game 3 tied up. And I say this all the time, but the entire complexion of the set has changed. When you go into a game 3 and you're tied 1-1 versus when you're down 2-0, like the entire complexion of the set has changed. Kofi's like, okay, I know I can do this. So let's see if he can carry that and maybe put himself up a game.
Kofi typically performs well on Stadium 2, especially against like zoning style characters.
Do you think it's just a him thing or a Falco thing?
A little bit of option A, a little bit of option B. I feel like Falco himself, even though like a lot of his combos are vertically oriented, you know, the up and the down and whatnot, like a lot of his counter zoning options, be that the laser and then approaching with fair, that's all lateral pressure. That's all pushing outwards constantly from one end to the other. So against the likes of Dabuz, I feel like this is a fairly neutral pick. I'm very confused as to how we got here.
Okay, that roll's going to get punished just by the F tilt. So now Dabuz having center stage, but Kofi still, you know, carrying the momentum right now. However, Dabuz is quickly righted things as the side B, making his presence known.
like the Pikmin was like in his mouth.
I wonder what Pikmin tastes like.
I've always called them onions ever since I was young.
They're
so
definitely onions.
I want to presume that there's some sort of root vegetable that might make a good broth.
They're a nice garnish if you may. Wow. There you go.
Slap him down. No attempt for anti-air. Great armor with an immediate response. See, that's where I feel like Whistle Armor is going to come into big play for this, is more reactionary based. There's no true get-out-of-jail-free card for Dabuz in this. But if he sees where Kofi's trying to line up for the kill and calls him out, he has that response right there.
Yeah, and there you go. But despite that, you know, Dabuz still sitting at this high percent, still continue to apply this pressure to Kofi. Kofi just trying to, you know, find his in right now, but
he'll do fine in getting the kill. The problem is how much damage he's trying to take and trying to get there. Like, we saw this a lot in Game 2 as well, where Kofi started bleeding all for the one stock.
Yeah, you're already treading water. You don't want to give yourself any, you know, more room to swim in. You know what I mean? But here we go. Dabuz finds himself up big right now. However, any of Falco's like killing blows will probably get the job done right now. That down smash was quite interesting.
The fact that it has such little end lag makes it a cute option, because Kofi still has to figure out how he's going to respond with down smash being active.
There you go, that forward smash going to buy him some space. Dabuz continue to apply this pressure.
This is looking like a rough game through. Dabuz playing to the stage so beautifully, and Kofi just charging headstrong into all of the zoning.
Oh, wow, okay.
One wonky hitbox later, and we go into Game 3 with Dabuz's favor.
And a 3-stock.
Yeah.
Now, if there's ever, which I always like to look for, you know, how the higher seeded players, like, you could potentially be on upset alert. Like,
Right.
I always like to see how players like that respond after losing a game. And you couldn't have asked for a better response from Dabuz.
That's a hell of a clapback if I ever seen it.
Yeah. He's clapping hard. Shia Kazi. Anyway.
What's the pick? Oh, Final Destination.
Interesting choice right there.
So, I'm curious how we got here. In the same way that I'm curious that Stadium 2 is the pick. Like, it was a bit of a big risk for Olimar, but he played it well. The switch to Lucina is something we've been seeing from Kofi a good amount as of recent. A lot more of a traditional character. Kofi's words, boring. I happen to agree. But with good purpose. She might not be flashy, but she is effective. And while Lucina might be a well-understood character who's really good at Ultimate, one thing that she's always had that's good to her is her ability to zone break.
Lucina's like a 2008 like Honda Accord. Just good mileage, you know, nothing super crazy about it. Might have like a, you know, snow report in it or something. Like
Maybe.
Maybe. But like, I agree. Like sometimes it's not about being flashy, it's about being efficient. And you know, Lucina is definitely the epitome of efficiency. Like this character is, you know, quite good. And I think this matchup's always been kind of a problem one for Olimar.
My only concern is the amount of experience that Dabuz has in this particular matchup, thanks to the likes of Mr. E. Like, this is something that Dabuz prepares for regularly.
Yeah, so we'll see if Kofi can bring anything different to the table right here. He's at least keeping it close right now. I think having that added range is definitely going to be big for him, especially escaping some of this Pikmin pressure. There you go, nice back air.
Ooh, good piloting with Dabuz.
And the back air's going to set him up for another edge guard. Kofi just opts to recover low. How's he going to get off the ledge, though? Drop zone and then dropping back up with the neutral air.
No Pikmin to speak of, so can't get the kill out of it. However, purple on deck, so the time is 9. One thing I do want to bring up, though, is that even though from a character perspective, Dabuz might have a lot of experience, style-wise, Kofi has a very different approach to Lucina's secondary tools. Might be that like dancing blade, down air pressure, how to approach with grabs, all different from how Mystery handles the character.
Yeah, I can tell he's definitely trying to play a little bit more like calculated. Mystery can kind of go bull in a china shop sometimes. So Dabuz having enough time to get back to the stage. Great tech right there. There you go. The neutral air once again will steal out that stock for Kofi. So only 33%. You know, it's still very doable for him right now, but Dabuz wasting no time getting right back to work as Kofi's once again dungeon off into the corner of the stage.
Yeah, I think Kofi's figured out the utility of of neutral air in this matchup for more than just acting as a hit confirm. Being able to slice right through the Pikmin without having to worry about them too much, very important. But I feel like Kofi might have recognized that a little too late. Has already bled heavily into his second stock.
There you go. There's that down air you were talking about. Kofi definitely liking to use that to kind of cover his landings from beside him. And there you go. Dabuz sniffing out that jump right there. And now is up big once again. And, you know, one stock away from advancing to winner side of Grand Finals.
And with Dabuz being the favorite to win tonight, it's not too surprising to see. However, Kofi been putting on the layers for trying to build up a good battle. Like the Falco put in work, and the Lucina's working out. I feel like maybe if the switch came earlier, might have been able to adapt better in time. Because Dabuz seems to be playing very efficiently with how he's positioning himself, and now how he's using the pick.
Yeah, maybe
it's a complete difference.
Maybe the switch after game 2 probably would have been the wave, just to kind of. But it's hard. Obviously, you know, he's in that position. That's his choice.
Of course. I mean, it's hindsight's 2020, and it's a lot easier said from our side of the screen than from his. But to Kofi's credit, he is still alive, leading heavily on last stock, but still alive.
Yo, dog, have you heard of Lucina's F smash? I'm just saying.
It's pretty good.
If you can get him down to this final stock, you know, things could potentially get interesting. But I don't know if the Buzz is going to give him that chance, and he does not. You mentioned about the layers, but onions definitely also have layers.
You got to chop. No chopping the onions. The onions won. The onions did the chopping.
Parfait, but anyway.
Odd turn of events. But to see Dabuz get himself into winner's side grands, not as odd.
No, but again, valiant effort there from Kofi as he's going to get his chance at a rematch against Dabuz if he can advance past the next two gentlemen.
Yes, so stepping up to the bat next, I believe we have, should be Jen versus Wishes.
That is correct. The only two left in the bracket, as we saw earlier on stream. Jen did beat Stocktaker 69 as off stream. Wishes beat 0 to none. Kind of the hot story of the tournament today. The Zelda main from New York.
Yeah, so anybody who's not too familiar with him, because he's been a bit of a quieter player, but as of the past 3 and maybe even 2 weeks, feels like it's been very recent. He has erupted onto the scene. He's been performing very well at Xeno. He started traveling to Aeon, where he's been consistently getting top 5, even top 3, all Zelda. And he's playing in a way that's pressuring people into really having to study the character. Like, Zelda has always been known as the gimmick. Like, there's a lot of gimmicks in Ultimate, but Zelda was always the one where it's like, oh, either I stomp this gimmick or I can't deal with this gimmick. But now Zelda is forced